Located on the transom is the stern drive or outdrive. This one is the duoprop by Volvo Penta. The propellers should be removed annually to lubricate the prop shafts. Refer to your owner's manual. On this unit there are two sacrificial zinc anodes. They are designed to protect the outdrive from electrolytic corrosion. One is mounted directly onto the lower unit, and the other onto the housing that bolts to the transom. Electrolysis attacks the softest metals first, and because zinc is a less noble metal, it will decompose and corrode before the other metals. When they are about 75% worn down, make sure that you replace the zincs. To help make sure that the bonding is complete throughout all of the components, there's a series of stainless steel straps connecting all of the components that need to be protected. There is a plug and dipstick on the top of the upper gear case of the outdrive to check the oil level. Refer to your owner's manual regarding checking and servicing the oil in the outdrive. The skeg is part of the outdrive unit and is located in front of the propeller. It protects the propeller and assists in steering. Just above the skeg is the raw water intake. This is where the cooling water enters the outdrive and travels up to cool the engines. You need to make sure that these intakes are always unobstructed and clean from debris and sand. The engine can overheat if they are clogged. Above the water intakes and above the top of the propeller is the cavitation plate. It helps the propeller run in clean water. It should run parallel to the bottom of the boat. Just above the cavitation plate are the hydraulic tilt and trim cylinders. They have two lines that are forward. These need to be inspected periodically to make sure they are not chafing and the fittings are in serviceable condition. At the base of the ram, you'll see the cap with the 4 indents. These are the hydraulic seals. You'll want to check them periodically and make sure they are not leaking. If they are leaking, you'll see hydraulic oil in the water. Just above the hydraulic cylinders, when the outdrive is tilted up, you can see a rubber boot. That boot is very important because it is how the outdrive pivots, so it needs to be inspected on a regular basis. Barnacles can actually cut the boot and cause damage to the outdrive, so make sure that it stays clear of growth and debris. About twice a year, you should spray the boot with silicone lubricant to keep it from cracking. Located on the starboard side of the stern drive, there is a water pressure pickup for the speedometer with a run-aground hinge. The speedometer pickup may also be located on the lower unit itself. This is the through-hull fitting for the drain plug. It's a 1/2-inch brass pipe plug. It is removed when the boat is stored and replaced before the boat re-enters the water. These are eye hooks for tying your boat to a trailer. Starboard and stern there are two through-hull fittings. The upper is for the bilge pump in the engine room, and the lower one for the large locker on your transom. On the port side is a through-hull fitting that drains the port side locker. If your engine suddenly stops working correctly, there may be debris wrapped around the propeller, like fishing line, rope, crab trap lines, or seaweed. Try reversing the engine to clear the propeller. If this does not work, you may need to get in the water and clear the propeller.